left. 2 Premier League game weeks left. Yes, this is my Premier League prediction series where I go head to head with other YouTubers. And as we all know, right? Anfield agenda steamrollered his way to the top spot in week 1, and he has not left that position, just permanently sitting up there, smugly munching in a bowl of cornflakes. He just won't leave. So the latest one to try and win, but probably won't, is Newcastle fan Adam Pearson. Go on then.
Hello everyone, my name is Adam. I am a Newcastle United content creator who goes to every single match.
Seriously, this guy travels to every Newcastle game around the planet. Honestly, if Newcastle United decide to play a match on the moon next month, oh, you better believe this bloke could be Googling whether or not it's safe to eat bananas in space. Well, go on now, what forfeit are you going to give me in case you somehow top the leaderboard? Which you won't.
My forfeit for this week is that the Irish guy will do every single forfeit that has been said across this season.
What?
But to be fair to him, we're going to let him pick 5 that he doesn't have to do, because I heard one of them was run across Africa. I don't think you can do that one, so let's be fair, 5 of them he can choose not to do.
He wants me to do nearly all the forfeits. So I shouldn't be scared, because nobody's coming within a whiff of an Anfield agenda armpit. But hey, wow, alright, I almost respect this. For somebody who looks like an innocent little Boy Scout who brings home cookies for his mum, that was a surprisingly mean forfeit. Nice try. Right, let's go. Aston Villa versus Tottenham.
Aston Villa surely are going to win this game. Tottenham are focused on winning the Europa League. Aston Villa are just too good. They are quality.
Yeah, probably. Spurs are ridiculously distracted. 100%. What does Ange Postecoglou even say to his players before the Premier League matches? Are they all just lazily munching on Burger King before every game? Seriously, they couldn't give a monkey's sneeze about this match against Aston Villa. Sure, of course Villa are going to win. Obviously.
Now, I'm going to say it's a bit of a close game. Going to be a couple of goals in it. But I've went Aston Villa 15, Tottenham 14.
What?
Goal scorers: Digne, Konza, Matson, Powell, Rogers, McGinn, Bailey, Onana. Malin with 2 goals. Ollie Watkins with a hat-trick. He's going to have a good game.
What is happening?
Powell, Spence, Udoke, Romero, Johnson, Son, Kuveski.
He's just naming all the players.
Saar, Bissouma, Bentancur, Tell, Oberdorf,
Someone make him stop!
Solanke and Richarlison in the Tottenham point of view.
What is this?
There's going to be a few goals in this game, but I'm going to go and Aston Villa win.
A few goals? Mate, you've reeled off about 30. Is he feeling okay? Look, I'll go with a normal 2-0 Villa win, Watkins and Rodgers, but what was that? Chelsea versus Man United.
Manchester United do not care so much about this game. What they do care about is beating Tottenham and getting Champions League football next season. I'm going to go a bit more of a convincing scoreline in this game. Chelsea are going to win 13-9 against Manchester United.
13-9. Is he having a laugh? I don't understand. Does he think this is a basketball channel? He thinks Manchester United will score 9 goals and still lose by 4? If that happens, then I will personally lick every piece of fruit in Aldi.
Cucurella, Chalobah, Kuro, Gutsu.
What's a guzzo? Sounds like a type of cheap marmalade that would make your tummy hurt.
Enzo, Neto, Caicedo, Lavia, Palmer. We're just going to stick 4 on Palmer because Cole Palmer's class.
Hang on, what?
As for the Manchester United game, Masraoui, Maguire, Lindelof, Bruno Fernandes, Diallo, Garnacho, Ugarte, Mount and Hoyens. Hoyens is probably going to score, hopefully, at some point.
What am I listening to? Lads, what is this? There's so many goal scorers. I'm going to go with a normal Chelsea win. 1-0 Cole Palmer. Everton versus Southampton.
Everton against Southampton, the match this weekend, no one is going to be watching. It is a bit of a sad day because, of course, it's the final ever Premier League game at Goodison Park.
Yeah, it is very sad. I'm sure the Everton fans trudging into that ground on Saturday will feel like they're attending their dog's funeral.
I'm not expecting much of a game, but I think Everton will edge this game. I think it's going to be a bit of a lower scoring game compared to the last one. I'm going to go 12-10. I'm going to say Ashley Young, Bramford, Keane, Decore, McNeil, Garner, Harrison, Alcaraz.
He's doing it again!
And Dia and Beto we're going to put for 2 goals. At a Southampton point of view, Bederick, Stevens, Manning, Fernando, Oribo, Diblin, Sigomana, Downs, Archer and Unachu.
You think Southampton are going to score 10 goals in a match? You think Everton are going to net 12? What is this? What is this? What? You were supposed to pick a handful of players, Adam. Not all of them. This is a bit like some fat bloke popping into his cinema to greenly take all the pick and mix, just stuffing handfuls of fake jelly eggs in his pocket and then waddling into the Minecraft film. He's just picking everyone, inviting all the players to the party, and I'm just confused why. Is he that indecisive? It's like going on a picnic with your mum and bringing 100 sandwiches. I'm saying the Toffees will sign up for the win though. 2-1, Beto, McNeil and Dibbling. West Ham versus Nottingham Forest.
West Ham versus Forest. This game is going to have a bit more to it.
A bit more to it than 21 goals in a match? Adam, if these scorelines all come off, then I can only imagine it's going to cause the editors of Match of the Day to have a stroke. It'll probably make all the commentators dribble poo off their nose. I never thought I'd say this, but I don't want to see that many goals. It's too much. I mean, for example, I quite like having a chocolate muffin every now and then, but I don't want to eat 50 in one sitting. By the 37th one, I would feel like I'm shoveling in handfuls of mud.
As much as I would like to see Nottingham Forest play in the Champions League next season, they're dropping points at the wrong time in this season. It is starting to slowly slip away from it, and I just think West Ham can catch them out. I'm going to go for a draw in this game. I'm going to say 13-13. That sounds like it could happen.
No.
Wan-Bissaka, Kilman, Emerson, Tabio, Jared Bourne, we'll stick him on for a hat-trick. Kudus, Piquetta, Sola, Ward-Prowse, Fulquerque.
What's a Fulquerque?
We're going to put him on for 2 goals. I think he'll have a good game. At a Forest point of view, Milinkovic, Aina, Williams, Morato, Alanga, Gibbs-White, Anderson, Hudson-Odoi, Yates, and Chris Wood is going to bag a hat-trick.
Look, Forest are absolutely crumbling, so yeah, I'm going to tip a West Ham win. 2 for Bowen, 1 for Gibbs-White, but I'm sorry, I can't focus because these Adam predictions are... I'm in shock. Brentford versus Fulham.
Again, not too many goals in this game. I'm going to back 13-9 to Brentford.
Not too many goals in this game. Not too many goals. Mate, you've listed so many players so far. You're probably on the verge of backing the tea ladies to get on the score sheet.
Collins, Van der Berg, Pinnock, me, and Brembo, hat-trick. Shaddy with 2, Damsgaard, Lewis Potter, and Wissau with 2 as well. Bassi, Sassingon, Irobi, Smith-Rowe, Adama, Puera, Willian, and Raul Jimenez. We're going to get 2 today.
This is absolutely crazy. What am I listening to? This is bizarre. I feel like I'm listening to some insane homeless woman telling me that she likes to drown butterflies in her soup. These predictions are actually really unsettling. It's a bit like being forced to share a sauna with that weirdo off the Go Compare ads. I'll go for a big Brentford win, 3-0, 1 for Mbemo, 2 for Wisa, but... this is weird. Leicester versus Ipswich.
But Leicester haven't scored many at home this season, but I think it's going to be a bit of a better day at the office for them. I think it'll be a bit in it, but ultimately I think it's going to be a draw between the 2 sides. 10-10.
No, you don't. You can't. You can't possibly think this is going to be a 10-10 draw. Neither of these sides are physically able to score 10 in a match. How can a team go 9 home games without a goal and then explode with 10 in one match?
Cody, Christensen, Faz, Justin, Elkanos, Renate, Ayu, and Didi, McAtee, Vardy. Ironically, doing this tack is probably more goals Leicester's actually scored at the King Power this season. Oh yeah, and Decker as well. O'Shea, Johnson, Greaves, Hutchinson, Morsi, and Susko, Kajuski, Clark, Delap, and Hurst, we're going to say, on the Ipswich point of view.
I'm so very confused. I'll go with the Leicester win. 2-0, 1-0 with both. Arsenal versus Newcastle.
Next up, my team, Newcastle versus Arsenal. If we win both of our remaining games, we will actually finish 2nd in the Premier League. What a season that is, by the way. That's astonishing. Can we do it? As a Newcastle fan, I think we can, but to be truthful, I think this is a draw written all over it.
What? A 1-1 draw? A 2-2? Maybe because it's Newcastle, he might actually give a normal score. Maybe.
This draw's going to have a few goals in it. I'm going to go 14-14 in this one.
14. What?
Saliba, Timber, White, Calafuri, Zinchenko, Trossard, Saka, Martinelli, Erdegaard, Rice, Partey.
What is going on? Have I invited a lunatic onto these predictions? I'm so very confused.
And Iwani, Sterling, and Lewis Skelly. As for Newcastle, Fabian Shaw, Dan Burn, Livermento, Murphy, Bruno, Barnes, Gordon, Tonali, Miley, Wilson off the bench is going to come on and score, just in case we need to put that in. And finally, Isak. He's scoring 5 goals this week.
Look, I think Newcastle will steal 2nd by beating Arsenal for the 4th time this season. Well, I'm going to say it. I think it's going to be a masterful defensive performance from Eddie Howe's boys. And yeah, 1-0 Jacob Murphy as Newcastle pinch 2nd. Brighton versus Liverpool.
Let's face it, Liverpool are already on holiday. Arne Slot's out celebrating the bees. They don't care about this season anymore. They're probably going to rotate a few players around.
I just know what's coming. I just know it. I mean, imagine if he decides to surprise us and put out a boring little draw. If he does that, then I'll eat my body weight in cheese.
I've got a draw in this game. I'm going to play it safe. Just a 12-12, I'm going to say.
Of course, he's doing it again.
Brighton are going to have Van Hecke, Uspinan, Lamptey, Webster, Mitoma, Minter, Baliba, Hinshelwood, Ayari, Adunja, Wifa, O'Reilly, Welbeck, and Pedro. As for Liverpool, Van Dijk, Kunate, Trent, Robertson, Bradley, Salah, hat-trick, Diaz, Szoboszlai, McAllister, Jota, Jones, Elliott, Chiesa, Gakpo, and Darwin Núñez.
Look, I agree Liverpool are on the beach and will slip up, but 2-2, Minte, Welbeck, and Salah with 2. It's too ripe. Look how green this is. Crystal Palace versus Wolves.
First game back after the final. Need to get the crowd going until the end of this season. I actually went for a Palace win. Could be plenty of goals in this game. 14-13 is my score prediction for this game.
No, it's not. No, it's not. You can't possibly believe that. No.
Munoz, Mitchell, Gay, Lacroix. Ezzy's going to bag 2. Sarr's going to bag 2. Hughes, Lerma, Kamada, Devaney, Mateta's going to bag a hat-trick, and Nketiah's also going to score. Outnoy, Semedo, Totti, Doherty, Gomez, Belagade, Guedes, Andre, Suriba, Mineski, Cunha, and Larson.
1-0 Crystal Palace. Ismail Assar. Man City versus Bournemouth. Yeah, lads, I recently did a video where I added up all my points totals that I've been giving each team for my weekly predictions this season, and accidentally, I gave Bournemouth 88 points, saying they would win the league. Whoops! That is freakishly embarrassing. Lads, I'll admit it. I have been too generous with the cherries. I've given you too many points, so now I'm gonna have to stick you on a diet. It's a bit like when you realize, oh, you've been overfeeding your hamster, and that's why he now looks like the rodent version of Tony Soprano. So yeah, I'm gonna have to scale back on my Bournemouth glaze. So 3-0, Haaland hat-trick. And oh yeah, let's see what crazy prediction Adam has.
Gonna be a few goals in this one. I'm gonna go 13-11 to Manchester City. Gradio, Diaz, Lewis, Akanji, Kusanov, De Bruyne, Kovacic, Savinho, Foden, Silva, Doku, Gundogan, Grealish, Marmoush with a hat-trick, and Erling Haaland will also score a hat-trick. As for Bournemouth, Kirk, Husken, Sabrani, Smith, Sensky, Kleibert, Semedo, Cook, Tavernier, Adams, and Vanilson.
Just insane. So that was Adam Pearson with the most surreal video I have ever sat through. I'm still confused as to what I just listened to, but yeah, he reeled off nearly every player in the league. I'm sorry, but if you're a Premier League pro out there and you weren't picked by Adam to score, then you should feel embarrassed. You either must be injured or you do really have the ability of a burnt sausage. Honestly, if Adam did not pick you to score, you should probably start looking for a new career path. Maybe hand in a pamphlet at a Pizza Hut. Any final words?
But take care and we'll see you around.
Huh? I'm still so confused. Why did he pick all the players? Anyway, that's the video. Let me know what do you think. Let me know. Yeah. Let me know in the comments. Who do you want to let me know. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to talk shit about this. Is what?